So, gotta go check this other ruin. Which isn't that far from the farmer's nook. Yeah, she still followed someone to that shrine where she did the ritual. After you.
Well, this old ruin certainly sets the stage. I can feel the tension rising just looking at it. It's been some time since I've felt a bit of stage fright. Please, you take the lead. I am simply the understudy in this adventure.
Hey, just stick close. Volume 2. Once trapped in a sunken barrow, surrounded by a horde of Draga, confronted by an ancient undead prince, there were many ways a pirate crew might respond. Mighty Flicker answer to Prince Varga's demands was perhaps the most direct. She strode up to the skull-strewn dais, offered Prince Varga a mocking grin, and shocked him hard enough to knock his flaming crown right off his head. To battle, the Mighty Flicker shouted for glory. The response from the Wereshark's once crowned crew was immediate. With a chorus of hoots and hollers, the pirates forgot their fear of the undead and laid into the surrounding Draga with clubs, daggers, and fists. Caught completely flat-footed, the damned dead of Skyrim initially got the worst of it. Unfortunately, Draga, being no longer alive, are more resilient to clubs and knives than the average band. Despite the battering our pirates unleashed, Prince Varga's horde responded in kind. Garn Feathertoes was the first to fall, even his legendary speed insufficient to evade a hail of arrows. He was followed to the grave by two of the painted cannibals we'd rescued from the Isle of Red Mists. The battle soon turned against us, even as Mighty Flicker's great axe split one Draga after another in twain. And Vimy LaCroix's glowing daggers took eyes, ears, and guts. The Draga pushed forward, hacking and cackling. Crushed tight into the centre of the crew, I raised my own club and prepared for the end. I think Vimy LaCroix... The name's familiar. I think she was with Naramo on one of his expeditions. Yet before we could be overrun, the mad mage Naramo unleashed a ring of fire that expanded light and bright orange flower in the morning sun. It burned the nearest Draga to ash and scattered the rest. "Run, you fools!" Naramo shouted. "To the surface bring the treasure," and bring the treasure we did. Each pirate snatched a handful of whatever they could carry, gold, goblets, candlesticks, all of the precious metal or inlaid with precious jewels, and fled up the stone steps down which we'd come. A massive hulking Draga barred our way, but hard scowls and his poisoned daggers tore into it in silent rage. As I and the others leapt over the body, the Argonian held the rear guard, but I could see the disappointment on his face. Yet again, a seemingly worthy foe had failed to send him to Sithis. We were almost to the surface when a great shaking filled the dripping halls. It left us stumbling. Leading the way as always, Galena Two Scars was the first to spot the danger. The stone door we'd forced open was closing of its own accord. If we found no way to stop it, we'd be trapped in this sunken tomb forever. Yet before the stone door closed, he returned. The captain. One could not fail to recognize his flowing silks, his jaunted crown and its hoard of colourful feathers. Captain Wereshark now held a bright glowing gem in both hands and shouted words I imagined might be in ancient Nordic. His haunting intonations mimicked those of Prince Varga. The closing stone door shuddered, then came to a stop. With cheers of relief, The Wereshark's crew rushed through the open door, Jargo howling on our heels. Muddy Flicker was the last to emerge, and I saw that she carried Garn, feathered toes on her broad back. At first I did not understand her intent in risking so much. Garn was dead. But then I remembered what Galena Two Scars always said. The Wereshark's crew is a family, and a family leaves no one behind. So I think before I read part 3, after they had escaped, which had Pirates of the Caribbean references, and this one has Lord of the Ring references. Run, you fools! In we go, I guess.
Stand back, you swab! You cannot board this vessel until you have satisfied me, the Mighty Flicker!
Look out, she's... Mighty Flicker? From the saga of Captain Wereshark? That I did not expect.
What's happening?
I'm afraid I only have a cursory knowledge of the Captain Wereshark series. I find adventure stories rather shallow for a genre that professes to explore great depths. Try flipping through that book for inspiration. Or improvise.
What about forcing my way through?
While that would make an extraordinary claim for the game of boasts, the mighty flicker there is nothing more than an illusion. The ward upon the door you'll find much stronger.
So how do we break the ward?
We don't. Trying to dispel or break it with force would be an undertaking, if not an impossibility. Unlocking it, however, might simply require you to play the part the Guardian expects you to play. And you have the script on hand.
The script?
No need to be so literal, love. It makes for dull lines. The book used in the ritual at that shrine earlier, the saga of Captain Wereshark. That should give you some insight into how the Guardian expects you to respond. Convince it that we belong.
Huh? This is... interesting.
Ha! Think you can sail with me, wee one? I've felled giants like trees. I've slapped a dragon around until it got down and licked my hand. I've kicked Molag Bal in the arse once, and he begged me to do it again. Ha ha! Answer me this. Why do we sail?
Treasure?
Aye, what pirate lass hasn't appreciated a fine pile of gold? But no! What is booty without a crew to share it with? A thief can steal treasures. A bandit can take riches. Think, ye wee one. Why do we sail the high seas?
Find glory?
And there you have it. What worth is booty if it isn't earned? What is a battle if you don't cut a bloody swath through your enemies? We sail for honor, for glory! Now brace yourself, wee one. You face the Argonian next!
The Argonian?
Will the sea swallow you like so many others?
This is weird.
The high seas run deeper than any river, filled with the blood of enemies. A challenge awaits you, sailor. Are you prepared to give our journey your all? Or will you wilt like a mushroom in summer? Tell me, speak true. Why do we sail?
I think this one wanted to meet Sithers. So I'm going to say that.
I erect the spine of respect. I have fought countless monsters alongside the Wereshark, yet none has ever bested me in battle, much to my regret. One day, I hope, I will meet that which can kill me. Now, face Two Scars, and rejoice in Sithis.
Very well.
Think you have what it takes to join the Wereshark's crew? I doubt it. So, you've impressed the big bear and the hard turtle. So what? I walk in the shadow and sleep in the trees. I drink snake venom and piss honeyed mead. I'm the baddest, sharpest, meanest pirate on the high seas, but I don't sail alone. Why?
'Cause your crew is your family?
That's right, we're family. Every one of us, from the captain himself to the lowliest swabber of decks, is one big, happy, fierce, terrifying family. No mere crew can hold a candle to us, because we're not a crew, we're blood. Welcome aboard, kin.
Thanks.
Your performance could have used more verve, but it seems the Guardians aren't judging on enthusiasm. Let's head inside.
Wonder if we get to see the were shark. If he is really a were shark. Or that could just be his pirate name.
Oriel above. It's Anis and all the others. They appear to be alive. Let's try waking them.
Ah.
Yes. Bring back tale more, sweet Rosie.
If they're dreaming, could...
Oh, darling. That's lovely.
Yeah, if they're dreaming... Oh, who's the Daedric Prince? Vermina. Could it be Vermina involved?
Dare ye cross sabers with red Anis?
Gold. So much gold.
It's a dream. They're all dreaming.
They are. They think they've gone, but they're still here.
This is no normal sleep, but it's oddly benign for a curse. None of these people appear to be in distress. In fact, they seem to be dozing quite serenely. Some of them have been missing for weeks, yet they show no signs of poor health.
So they're not in any danger?
Not from the spell they're under, no. Though why they were made to sleep and what our mystery stranger intends for them is still very much unknown.
Can we wake them?
I believe so, but I'm not entirely certain we should. Right now, the spell isn't doing any harm, but tampering with it could change that. I'd like to get a better idea how Anis and the others came under this spell before I start striking it through.
What do you have in mind?
Now that you've rehearsed your role, let's cast you as a pirate in her fantasy. See if you can reach Anis within her dream and get her to wake up.
I can try.
When you're ready, place a hand on Anis's forehead and start counting sails.
It's gonna be fun. Okay.
Look alive! The dead have come for us!
We get to see Captain Weshark. Okay. Mighty flicker. Ooh.
Sailor! What are you doing wandering around? Get across that gangplank and take the fight to these damn Draugr! If you're worried about Captain Wereshark, don't be. I won't let a single one of those embalmed bastards past me!
Where's Captain Weshark?
Below decks, of course. Searching for a way to break this cursed calm. It's Prince Valger's work. Have no doubt of that. Yet even his foul magics won't tame the crew of the Pale Spirit. The captain will find a way to put the wind back in our sails.
I need to find a niece.
You mean Red Anis, the Crimson Shrike? Then you need to head to the thick of it, sailor. As soon as Prince Valger's crew boarded us, she made straight for his throat. Last I saw, she was hounding the cadaver back onto his own ship.
Okay. So... Oh, I want to see Captain Wereshark. Oh well. Gotta find a niece.
The stalls on this ship are as bare as the arse of Reinhardt No Pants. Ah, poor Reinhardt. He'd have loved to see Red Anise give Prince Vogger his comeuppance.
I need to find a niece.
Red Anise flew after Prince Vogger like the shrike that she is. He ran somewhere aft once we pushed his boarding party back. She's not gonna let the prince get away. Count on that.
Yeah, sounds like she's really living a pirate dream. But it is just a dream.
Sithis does not require I maintain my knives, but it does make it easier to do their work. You'll have to find your own kills, sailor. These have already been claimed.
Can you tell me where Anise is?
The Crimson Shrike tore through here chasing Prince Vogger. He moves fast for one of those wither bones. Too fast for my liking. She drove him below decks. Prince Vogger cornered in his own hold. Delicious.
Prince Vaga?
The Merciless. Yes. We may have upset him when we made off with his entire cache of ancient jewels and 3 chestfuls of gold. Yet he will rue the day he challenged the crew of the Pale Spirit. Soon enough, we'll make an end of him. We always do.
I know I said Vermina, because she involves dreams. But alchemy did say the shrine was to Hermaeus Mora. But what...
They're coming for us.
But what does Hermaeus Mora have to do with these dreams? Like...
I think I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How do I get down there? Here. But yeah, this is based on a book. And we do know Hermaeus Mora likes books. You killed him!
If you came to help, you have my thanks. But it's not needed. Looks like Prince Vogger is going down with his ship. Not that the ship is going down, I mean. It's just... You know what I mean.
This is a dream, Anise. You need to wake up.
What did you... No. I'm Red Anise, the Crimson Shrike, and I'll skewer any swab who says otherwise.
Trust me, none of this is real.
Stow it, sailor. With Prince Vogger dead, we need to find his treasure. Check his cabin, while I search the rest of the hold. This adventure isn't done until we've secured that treasure. Savvy?
I guess I'll look for the treasure. This is still a dream. So his quarters were up here. This big ship. Kind of big.
That's it then? Well, let's have a look. Prince Vogger's treasure was a book. Didn't know old Deadeyes could read. Well, let's get it back to Captain Wereshark. Maybe it'll help break the curse.
You should look at this book.
Red Anise to you, Swabby. This book, this is about Captain Wereshark and Flicka and the others. I don't understand. This is all a story. But where am I? Why aren't I in the book?
We found you dreaming in an alien ruin. You're under a spell. I entered your dream to wake you.
I remember it now. I remember it all. Damn it, Cress. You said I could finally escape and no one would come for me. They wouldn't even know I was gone. That was the deal.
Deal? Did you ask for this?
Cress said that they would make it so I could finally live out my dreams. I could have this life, and they would take my place. I'd finally be free of Farmer's Nook, and my mom wouldn't ever need to worry about my life of piracy.
That's not fair to her. You'd both be living a lie.
I know. It was too perfect. I knew it was too perfect. Dreams don't last. That's why they're dreams. Just a few more moments. It was just getting good.
5 more minutes.
I just want to celebrate victory with the captain once before this is all over. Maybe steal a kiss before I go.
You mentioned Chris was behind this. Who is that?
Please, I can tell you about Cress when we're back in the ruin. Just leave me with the dream a little longer.
No. Sure, how do I get back? Really? I don't get to see Captain Wereshark?
Looks like Prince Vogger and his crew are due for a burial at sea. Good riddance!
Oh, I really wanted to see Captain Wereshark. Unfair. So who's this Cress?
You're awake! Good. It's been a while since I've worked any magic that didn't involve sleight of hand. Anise is still soundly asleep. Could you not get through to her in the dream?
She wanted to enjoy it a little longer. She's part of Captain Wereshark's crew.
So, she stepped right into the story that's inspired her since she was little. That explains the ritual with that book. How better to keep her under the spell than to put her in a prison she wouldn't want to escape. Insidious.
Not a prison. She made a deal with someone called Cress.
You're telling me this crest didn't take her place? They traded for it? And not just her, but everyone here. What does Cress have to gain from these bargains? To infiltrate the town? What could a sleepy village offer someone who can create dreams?
What should we do with the dreamers?
The deal they made isn't so harmless as they might have believed. You've seen how frightened the villagers are. How many more need to vanish before Cress has whatever it is they want? They won't like it, but we should wake them and end this farce.
All right.
Here we go. Pray that a rude awakening is the worst they have to suffer. It's ready. Wake Anise, and the curse will break.
No?
Farewell, Captain.
No! He promised!
My gold! My sweet rolls!
It was never real.
All right, so we're awake. Dreams shattered. A life of brooms and boredom ahead. Happy now?
I need to know about Cress.
Cress is different. They looked like Bugtail when they approached me, but his clothes were covered in ink and he seemed unwell. They confessed that they weren't who they appeared to be, but they needed my help.
You didn't find that suspicious?
Cress didn't look suspicious to me, just sad, vulnerable. They said they screwed up again, that they couldn't be who they were trying to be. Cress knew I didn't want to stay in Farmer's Nook, so they offered to take my place.
Do you know why they wanted to trade places?
I think they were running away too, from a life they didn't want to go back to. You know how many times I tried to do that? But I could never just leave my mom behind, alone. I thought we'd all be happy this way.
You think your mother would be happy with the substitute?
She would not.
Mother? I'm sorry.
If you wanted to be rid of me so bad, you could have sent a fake who did her chores.
Hang on. Is that Cress?
So delicious, so moist, and rich and warm. So much frosting. This one can just barely still taste them.
What are you talking about?
The sweet rolls. The most delicious, moist, warm, fragrant sweet rolls to ever leave a baker's oven. Bugtail ate them often. Bugtail had them all.
You had a dream about sweet rolls?
Yes! What else would one dream about? Have you never known the ecstasy of sweet moon sugar cream melting upon your tongue? This one has not tasted true sugar since he left elsewhere. He has missed it so.
Couldn't you have gotten sweet rolls without resorting to Daedric packs?
So he could, if he were satisfied with iced rolls grown stale from weeks on the road. But when one offers the chance to have them at their freshest and most perfect, always and forever, why would Bugtail not take such a bargain?
Take your word for it.
How could you do this? How could you wake me? Cress said I would live in that dream forever.
What was your dream about?
It was a damned sight better than this. I had a castle, servants, suitors hanging off my every word. I had everything I ever wanted. You don't know what it's like for us, growing up. We had nothing. We still have nothing.
But it was still a dream. It was a lie. It wasn't real. You still have your brother.
Hesef? Hesef seems happy with his plow and his pigs. He's a grown man, and more capable than I am at fending for himself. He doesn't need me anymore. And Cress was supposed to keep him company. We barely speak anymore as it is.
Your brother thinks you're dead. He's grieving for you.
Dead? Oh, Hesef, I never wanted that. I suppose I need to talk to him, like we used to. He deserves that much.
Thinking like that. Yeah, that's the thing. You dream for great things or whatever, but you don't really notice the good things that you currently have.
Where are we? Some kind of tomb? Where's my treasure? Last I remember, I was in my treasure room.
You were under a spell. We woke you up.
Wait, so this is real? The dream is gone? My treasure's gone? Why would you do that?
The deal you made with Cress was a mistake. Your brother thinks you're dead.
Why would he think I'm dead? That's not what Cress promised. He said he'd just be me. He even agreed to do my chores. Was that all a bunch of hogwash?
No, Cress did pretend to be you. They just got drunk and fell in a bonfire.
Heck of a way to go. Wait, is Cress dead then? Damn it. I guess there's no hope making another deal.
Yeah.
Much as I love a happy ending, we haven't quite reached the conclusion just yet. You should speak to Anis's mother about the imposter. We mustn't let Cress escape.
These people seem devastated by being woken from their dreams.
They have a look about them, one I've seen before. It's the look of a skooma addict, sick and desperate on the street, lost without their escape.
Will they recover?
With the help and support of those who love them, one can hope. Ultimately, it will be up to each of them to decide what's most important to them.
Anis was dreaming of being part of Captain Wereshark's crew. Is that why we saw pirates outside?
It could be that the two spells were mingling. That's not something seen often. Or perhaps it's simply that this Cress person was also inspired by Anis's dream.
Perhaps. Why would they choose to become a poor farm girl then?
Why indeed? It's easy to guess what motivated these people to pursue their wildest dreams, but the workings of this Cress's mind are inscrutable. What would you do if you were them? Would you leap at the chance to live a perfect fantasy?
Tempting, but people need me here. I'd never abandon the real world.
That's the rub, isn't it? Dreams are selfish things. To chase them, you risk leaving things behind, maybe everything. We all have to decide what we're willing to sacrifice in pursuit. Not everyone possesses your sense of obligation.
I know. But yeah, it is tempting, but I could never leave those behind. My family. I don't think this is really your mother.
Oh, thank you for finding my girl. I'd never imagined she'd have gone to such lengths to get away from here. I should have listened sooner.
What are you doing out here?
I followed you. I was glad to see Annie's back in town, but I knew deep down that wasn't my girl, and watching her act the part made the worry in my gut so much worse. I had to see for myself.
Where did you leave the imposter?
Back at the Happy Crow. I told Brayden he could put whatever she liked on my tab if it kept her occupied. If you wish to find the freeloader, that's where she'll be.
Thanks for the tip.
We will trust Mile to see these people safely back to town. You and I should find Cress at once.
I don't think Cress is evil. I just think they're hiding from something. Or trying to hide. They just stuffed up.
Hey, you! Have you seen Anise?
No?
Have you seen Anise? She ran off. I knew I shouldn't have let Hesef watch her alone.
Explain what happened.
Mile asked me to keep the girl occupied, so I kept her mug full and listened to her go on about her pirate stories. I was getting famished, so I asked Hesef to watch her while I made a stew. That was the last I saw her, until I heard Hesef calling.
What did he have to say about it?
They were playing cards when she just bolted out of her chair like a snake bit her and ran out the door. He chased her, but Hesef's not much of a runner. Said Anise was headed east, out of town. Mile's going to have my hide for this.
It's alright, the real Anise is with her mother. They're on their way back now.
Hold on, real Anise? Who was it we've been watching this whole time?
An imposter named Cress. Mael can explain. I need to catch up to them. Okay. Need to see who this Cress really is. Why they're trying to take people's place. Okay. So who are you?
I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back.
Go back where?
You're the one I don't know. Why are you here? I didn't run away again, I promise.
I know you're not really a niece, Chris.
Excuse me? You don't even know me. I am a niece. I can prove it. Ask me anything.
We already woke Anise and everyone up.
I'm her twin sister. I can't be a niece anymore. I know. Maybe I could be someone else. What about you? Can I be you?
No, Chris, it's over.
Enough of this charade, Cress. Off with your false face.
What are you?
A watcher?
You're a Daedra?
Okay. I guess that explains the ink. Because it would squirt out ink, I guess.
Is that a watcher? I've seen them in books. In diagrams, I mean. I expected them to be bigger.
Some are.
Wait! Don't hurt me! I didn't do anything! I just gave them what they wanted!
Why are you trading places with the people in this town?
I just want to live. Like you. I'm so tired of watching. I don't want to go back. Don't make me go back!
Back where?
To the unbound library of the one who knows. To record what was observed. That is our purpose. To watch your lives and ink the details down. Day in, day out. Always the same. They know it too. The people here. That's why I offered an escape.
Why did you keep making these deals?
I kept getting it wrong. Being a person, despite all I knew, I kept making mistakes. Bad, painful mistakes I couldn't undo. So I had to try again. And again. Life is hard, but that makes it interesting. Please, let me stay. Don't send me back.
I'll discuss it with my friend.
Yes, please. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I won't cause any more trouble.
Of all the places you could have chosen, my farm is a Nook.
This is where the one who knows sent me. It is what I know. I thought I could live here and no one would treat me any differently. I could finally experience all the things I'd only observed. Friendship, love, family, mead. Mead was good.
Why did your master send you to watch this place?
To know, as they must. Your tiny pupil suggests that is insufficient. The one who knows seeks all knowledge. We observe so that all becomes known. We are the one's eyes, and we are multitudes.
Does that mean you're not alone out here?
Alone? I suppose I am. I had not considered that. I will no longer be a part of the one, but something separate. It's unsettling, but also exciting.
If you don't return, won't someone come looking for you?
The one who knows watches most. The one seeks not to change, but to observe. If the one sees me here, they will know what was once unknown.
What happens if we send you back?
I would return to Apocrypha and resume the catalog of all things until I've exhausted my knowledge, and the one who knows casts me into the world to observe again. That would not be, in mortal terms, for a very long time.
What will you do if you stay?
I don't know what I'll do without a mortal form, but I'll think of something.
You can't just take on another?
I need a mortal pack to do anything more than create an illusion. I traded dreams because they are the neighbor of knowledge and within my reach. I don't have much else to offer a mortal in exchange.
So it doesn't have to be dreams?
Correct. The terms are not important, only the bargain matters. If I find someone willing to form a less troublesome pact, then maybe I could stay.
You don't seem like a threat.
So, this pitiable creature wants to escape its lot in life too. Even Daedra dared to dream. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't feel some sympathy for its plight.
You both went to great lengths to escape your lot in life.
I know that suffocating feeling far too well, and the desperation to escape it. I know what it's like to be blinded by the need for liberation. Cress and I both caused more pain than we ever intended.
You want to be lenient on them?
Misguided as Cress was, I don't believe they acted in malice. There aren't many stories of compassionate Daedra, but it seems at least some of them might be true. The question is, does this little Daedra's story have to end in tragedy?
No. So you have an alternative?
It may fly in the face of common sense, but I think Cress might have the makings of a fine player. They're a bit unrefined, but taking on a new role seems to come naturally, and they'll never forget their lines. I could sponsor them to the house.
Oh, okay. Making a deal with Daedra really leads to anything good. No, I don't want to send Cress back. That sounds like a perfect fit for them. They should join your troop. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, alchemy is making an illusion on them themselves. So maybe alchemy can put an illusion on Cress? Or they make a deal and Cress gets their own human form? Yeah, that sounds like a perfect fit.
I thought so, and my eye for talent is one of the best among the players. By the time Cress presents themselves before the Grand Maestro, I will have transformed them into a master thespian. I'll stake my reputation on it.
I have no doubt.
All's well that ends well, as they say. This certainly wasn't the direction I expected this story to take, but a good mystery always keeps you guessing. You were a grand co-star. If we ever adapt Investigator Vale for the stage, I'll be sure to call.
Oh, please do.
All right, Cress. I have a deal for you.
You do? Does this mean I can stay?
No, not in Farmer's Nook, anyway.
Oh. Does it mean I don't have to go back to the library?
Yes, and you will get to live a great many incredible lives.
I can? What do you need me to do?
Watch and learn. You're going to be my apprentice. Now, let's get you a mask.
Whoa, they should make a good pair.
Now, if you're going to be a proper hopeful, I'm going to need you to take a form similar to one of my players. Can you do that?
Oh, yes! With your help, that will be easy! How is it?
You'll have no difficulty with brisk scene changes, certainly. Now, for a name that speaks to your soul, what about Dreamer?
Dreamer. I like that very much.
Good name after what we just did. So I guess they're going back to the... where their camp was. So yeah, they're back here at the camp.
Hello again. Right, the blankness in your eyes reminds me that you do not know this face. Porcelain face. It's, oh, wait. Alchemy said no one should know who I was before. I am Dreamer now. I'm going to be an actor.
Are you?
Rhymes with bless? Yes! Alchemy helped me with my, outfit. Do you like it? I really like masks. Faces are hard. Expressions, I mean. Acting.
Yeah, I take it you like your new life so far?
It's wonderful. And scary. I'm me. No one expects me to behave in a certain way. I can just be. And when people ask me things about myself, I just make them up. And they laugh. Except Alchemy. She just rests her face in her hands usually.
Well, I wish you luck in the House of Reveries.
Thank you. I can't wait to see it. Alchemy says I must try out. I imagine there'll be lots of trying things. I can't wait.
You'll be fine.
Finally, the strange plot surrounding Farmer's Nook has drawn to a close. But as with all the best tales, the ending of this story gives rise to many new ones. Shall I introduce, or rather reintroduce you to our newest hopeful?
So what will you do now?
We were scheduled to travel on, but our troupe never actually got to put on a show for the town. I think we'll stay in Farmer's Nook a few more days. These people have been through a harrowing experience. It might do everyone some good.
You think the people will be up for that?
That will be up to them. It's the least we can do to offer. Living their ideal fantasies is a hard act to follow, but the House of Reveries have never shied away from a tough crowd.
Do you think Chris will be happy in the House of Reveries?
It's a place where they can lead many lives, travel the world, and wear any mask they like without question. I can't think of a better place for Crest to make their dreams a reality. Just not quite so literally.
Yeah, I think I made a good choice. So, Chris will stay with the House of Reveries. Alchemy will be a good teacher for them, I'm sure. So yeah, I really enjoyed that quest, and it was really good to see Alchemy again, because when I did Somerset I really liked that character and their story. And yeah, seeing them again was cool. So I'm going to end this one here, continue questing on in the next one. Thanks for watching.